Is it visible? No, I don't think it's visible. Wait a minute.
No, ma'am, just your the notes. Yeah, now it is.
Okay. So
Question
the 15th
15th.
question. Yeah.
Yeah. Give possible expressions for the length and breadth of each of the following rectangles in which their areas are given.
Hmm. So the areas are given. Acha. Are you able to see my whiteboard?
No, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I
Try.
had my maths exam on Monday and it
Okay.
was very good.
Okay.
Yeah, it
And
went well.
did you find any doubts? Did you find any questions that you couldn't do?
No, ma'am. No. I
Okay.
solved the whole question paper easily.
Okay, that's nice. Do share your question paper with me.
Yeah, sure.
You have my number, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, take it down. I'm typing it in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, and send me your question paper. Right? So let's do this question. Huh? So
Okay,
give
ma'am.
possible expressions for the length and breadth of each of the following rectangles. Which rectangles? The rectangles which are okay. For example, let's say if you have a rectangle whose side is 4, whose length is 4 and the breadth is 3, then the area of a rectangle
Length into
whose
breadth.
length into breadth, and that is 4 into 3, which is 12, right? So you see
Yeah.
area is equal to 4, or you can say 12, which is the area, is equal to 4 into 3. Okay, I think my screen isn't showing it. Now is my screen showing? No, my whiteboard.
No, ma'am, not the whiteboard, just the question. Yeah,
Hmm.
now it is.
So you see this area is written as a
Length
product
into
of its
breadth.
factors. Yes, length and breadth are the factors of the area, right? So
Yeah.
in the question that's given here, it says the area is 25a square minus 35a plus 12. So this is something that if you factorize it,
Hmm.
okay, this can be written as a product of its factors. So these two factors, one of them will be the length and the other one will be the breadth. It's going to be like that.
Okay.
Just like over here, this one was the length, this one was the breadth. So it will be like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
what do we have to do here? We have to now factorize it so that we can find the length and the breadth. That's what they're saying now. Give possible
Yeah.
expressions for length and breadth. So let's
Hmm.
factorize this. This is pretty easy. This is just a square term. It's a quadratic polynomial.
Yeah.
How do we do it?
Middle term split.
Middle term splitting. So
Hmm.
for that, we need to multiply this coefficient with the last, which is the constant number, constant term.
Yeah.
25 into 12 is 225, 250 plus 50, which is 300, right? 25 into 12 is 300. Sorry, 3000. No, sorry, 300. What is 25 into 12? Calculate it. 300. So 25 into 12 is 300. Now you need to think of factors of 300 in such a way that this plus this or this minus this will give you 35.
Yeah.
Think
Okay.
about it.
Uh,
You have 60 into 5 is 300, right? But
hmm.
that's not going to give us 35.
Yeah.
You have 50 into 6, but that is also not going to give us 300. How about How about 15 into 20? Because 15 twos are
Yeah.
30, so 15 into 20 is 300. And
Yeah.
15
So
plus
minus
20,
15 and
hmm,
minus 20. 20.
minus 50 and minus 20. Because here we have minus 35. So we can write this as 25a square minus 15a minus 20a plus 12.
Hmm.
So from here, what can we take as common?
5.
Yeah, 5. So 5 into 5a square. Actually, you can take 5a as common, right?
Yeah, 5a.
5a into 5a minus what? 3
Yeah. Yeah, just 3.
minus.
Minus 2.
Now we take
No,
2 as common. We
not
can't take 2
just
as
2.
common. We'll have to take
Yeah,
4. Because
4.
whatever is inside the bracket, it should be the exact same as this bracket. These two
Yeah,
brackets should be the same for us to take them as common. So here we're going to
yeah,
have 4 into 5a, which is 20a minus 3, because 4 into 3 is
yeah,
12,
12. Sorry.
right? So the bracket comes common, 5a minus 3, we are taking it as common. And what else is left? 5a minus 4.
5a
So
minus 4.
this will become the length and this will become the breadth.
Hmm.
Any doubts in this question, anyone?
No, ma'am.
All right, let's move forward. The second part of this question. So this is 35y square plus 13y minus 12. So 35 into 12 is how much? 350 plus 70, 420. That's 420. Now factorize 420. Factorize 420 in such a way that its factors will sum up to 13. How about 6 and 7? We know that 6 sevens are 42 and 6 plus 7 is 13, right? So, no, but we won't be able to have that. Think about it. Think. See, think about all the factors of 420, okay? So you have 1, obviously 1 is not going to happen, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, plus minus 5, plus minus 6, plus minus 7. How about 8? 8, 5 are 40. No, not 8. Then plus minus, not even 9. Then 10. That's a long list of factors of 42. Make a list of the factors. Let's see who gets it first. Yes.
Ma'am, 2 into 2 into 5 into 3.
We're not trying to do prime factorizing actually.
Oh,
Okay, you said 2 into 2 into 5 into 3, right?
yes.
So this is 10. This is 6. So this is only 60. You're supposed to write for
Oh,
420. There's going to be a huge list of factors over here. Instead of doing this, let's try another way. Uh, Anyone else come up with anything? Preshita, factors? How about
Factors of 420 which add up to 13.
that's going to be a lot.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. We are not gonna sit and make this list because it's gonna be a lot. So let's think about it like this. 13. Which two numbers can give you 13? So see, if this was just 42, then it would have been easy because you can say 6 and 7. 6 sevens are 42 and 6 plus 7 is 13, right? But it's not. So it's 420. How about if we take so 20 minus 7 is 13, not gonna give us, or we're gonna have to do plus actually. So how about 10 plus 3? Not gonna give us. How about, actually this is minus 420 now, right? How about 30 minus 7? No, it's gonna give us 210, which is half of that. Is 13. And what is 28 into 15? What is 28 into 15? Okay, so 28 into 15 is giving us 420, and 28 minus 15 is 13. So we can go with 28 and 15. So 35y square plus, or we can say minus 15y plus 28y minus 12. Is this part clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, now let's factorize this. You all can do the rest of it by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of it is just taking things as common.
Yes.
So, okay. Then the next question, let's come to the last question of this chapter. We'll do a few extra questions also after this, but let's just take a few questions. What are the possible expressions for dimensions of the cuboids whose volumes are given below? So just now we had rectangles and we were looking for their areas. Now, if you have, let's say, a cuboid, okay, whose volume is, what is the volume of a cuboid? What is the formula for volume of cuboid? Length into breadth into height, remember? Does anyone remember this? No, okay, no problem. See, so this is the volume of a cuboid. Okay, see, in place of cuboid, if you have a cube, whose all sides are equal, that means A, and A, all the three sides are equal, then the volume is going to be A cube. Okay, but since over here we have a cuboid, so it's L into B into H. So if you can see it like this, that if you have an expression, an algebraic expression, then you are saying that this is the volume, then it can be written as a product of its factors, right? So similarly, they have given you the volume as 3x square minus 12x. So how can we factorize this? This is pretty simple. You can just take 3. You can take 3 common from here, right? What will be remaining inside the bracket if you take 3 common? Yeah?
X square. No, ma'am, we need to take x, 3x.
Acha, right now just take this thing as common. Just take x square. Then let's see what you
Okay.
have.
Minus 4x.
Minus 4x, right? Acha, okay. You were saying, fine, let's take 3x as common. Fine. Let's take 3x as common. So x minus 4, right? So here we have 3 different things. We have 3x and x minus 4. So basically this is a cuboid whose length is 3, whose breadth is x, and height is x minus 4. This is your cuboid. Okay. Let me give you another example. How about 12, no, 3x square minus 12. If let's say this is your volume of a cuboid. So volume is what? 3x square minus 12. Now let's factorize this. So this becomes 3x square minus 4. Now, further what can we do? What can we do from here? Yes, how do we factorize x square minus 4? Prishita, are you trying to speak? I'm not able to hear you.
No, ma'am, I'm just wondering how do I factorize two terms?
No, forget about the 3. Think only about the x square minus 4.
But how will I just factorize x square minus 4?
Do you remember any identities? Can this be written as x square
A
minus
square
2?
minus, yeah, it can.
Then this can be written as x plus 2, x minus 2.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here we are going to write 3 x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay. This is going to be your length, breadth, and height. Fine. Similarly, there's a very similar question in the last part of this. You have to find the possible expressions for the dimensions of the cuboid whose volume is 12ky square plus 8ky minus 20k. So here you just have to take, what can you take as common?
2, 4, 4.
Okay. Apart from that, can we take k also as common?
Yeah,
So we can take 4k as
4k.
common. Then this becomes 3y square plus 2y minus 5. Now we can, now what we can say, we can stop here itself and we can say that length is 4, breadth is equal to k, and height is equal to 3y square plus 2y minus 5. But if you want, you can go from here and further factorize the this bracket. So that's going to be 3y square plus 2y minus 5 is going to be how much? 3 5s are 15, right? Okay. So this is going to be 3y square plus, no, minus 3y plus 5y minus 5. So 3y into y minus 1 plus 5 into y minus 1. 3y plus 5 into y minus 1. So this is your thing multiplied with 4k. So your three factors now become 4k, 3y plus 5 and y minus 1. So in this case, your length is 4k, breadth is 3y plus 5 and height is y minus 1. So there are both ways in which you can do this question. Okay. Is it clear till here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do some extra questions. Okay. Give me a minute. I will write the questions over here. Okay. I think okay. So let's do okay. These are some extra questions. Let's see who will solve them first. Factorize 1 plus 64x cubed. Factorize 2x plus 1 by 3 whole square minus x minus 1 by 2 whole square. Using suitable
Ma'am, in the
identity.
second question, do we have to expand it, solve it, and then again factorize it?
No. Without
Then,
expanding first, you have to factorize it. And let me give you a hint.
okay.
Think of this as A and this as B. What will it become?
Okay, ma'am, understood.
Using suitable identity, evaluate the following. One zero three whole cube and 109, sorry, 999 whole square. If x plus 2a is a factor of, no, this is going to be a little complicated. I'll give you something easy. If if x plus 1 is a factor of ax cube plus x square minus 2x plus 4a minus 9, Find the value of A. Check whether 2x plus 1 is a factor of 2x
Ma'am,
cubed.
is it -9 or -a in the fourth question?
Fourth question,
Last term.
-9.
Okay. Thank you.
11x square minus 4x plus 5. Find the zeros of the polynomial. Asha, since all of you are present here, everyone please pay attention. Abdul Rahman, Avni, Abdul Jabbar, Munir, who else is here? Riaz, everyone. So after this class, you're going to have a very short test. It's just going to have 5 questions. And even in the previous class, I think, I don't remember which date, but in one of the classes, you guys had a test and none of you attempted it. So the team messaged me asking me to tell you guys to please uh, take this seriously and please attempt the test, okay? And I will just tell you how to attempt it. Wait a minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, you have to log after this class. You have to log into your student account on the Learnivio app, and
Okay.
from there, please attempt the test. Okay, it's just 5 questions, and it's going to be related to today's class, so no big deal. Find the zeros of the polynomial x minus 2 whole
Ma'am,
square. Yes,
where will I find this app?
where will you find the app? Don't you have it in your phone already?
Oh, because usually I I think it has in my sister's phone. So I
Okay.
get the Zoom meeting link.
I think you might already have the app. Just check. Okay.
So I joined the app to do the 5-question test.
Yeah. After this class will get over in around half an hour. Okay. So
Okay.
from now onwards, because we have completed all your syllabus, we are just going to be doing revision from tomorrow onwards. So we'll just have 1 hour class. Okay.
Okay.
Now do this question. These type of questions are very interesting. The 7th and 8th type of questions are very interesting because you have to recall certain identities for this. And this is not a test right now, which is going on. We're not having a test right now. So you can go through your notes. You can go through your whatever it is you've written previously. Find a square plus b square plus c square. Find the value of x cubed plus y cube minus 12xy plus 64 when x plus y equals minus 4. If x plus y equals 12 and xy equals 27, find the value of x cube plus y cube. Okay, so there are 9 questions and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. So, each of you
Ma'am,
has
I
to
solved
do
the first
at least
one. I
one
solved the
question.
second.
Okay,
I solved the fourth.
third one.
Uh, Actually, I did not see it, so I'm solving it now.
Okay, so all of you have to do at least one question. Meaning you have to do all the questions, but at least one question with me on the whiteboard you have to do. So first one, who will do? We will do it together. Okay. If you get stuck somewhere, I'll help you. Come on, volunteer for the first question. Munir, Abdul Jabbar, Avni. Okay, Preshita, you have done it. So let's do it on the whiteboard now.
Okay, ma'am. The first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 plus 64x whole cube. Yeah.
So, ma'am, I just put that into the identity a plus b cube.
A cube plus b cube.
Yeah.
What is the identity?
No, ma'am. A plus b cube, whole cube.
Okay, a plus b whole cube. This is equal to
A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b.
okay. Then now what do we do?
Then I just put the values of 1 and 64 into these.
Okay, what should I write in the next line? You tell me that.
I got it as 1 plus 4 whole cube because I just
1 plus 4x whole cube. Okay, so you are saying
yeah.
this can be written as 1 plus 4x, but this is not whole cube, na? The cube is only on the x. Getting it, Preshita?
Yeah.
So, okay, what have you done after this? This we are supposed to factorize. That means we are supposed to make it look, we're supposed to make it in such a format, we're supposed to bring it to a form where you can just see brackets. That means factorization. Brackets means factorization. Okay. So, do you remember this one? A cube plus b cube, x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y, x square plus, no, minus xy plus y square. Remember this? Yes, who remembers? You all forgot? Okay, flip through your notes quickly, quickly. Flip through your notes and tell me whether I have written it correctly or is it wrong. Avni?
Yes, ma'am.
Haan, flip
Going
through
through
your
my
notes.
notes.
Haan. We've done it in the exercise, the previous exercise. This is at that time only I told you this is a very important identity. Okay, if you have not highlighted it, kindly do so now. Okay. This is x cube plus y cube. And if you have x cube minus y cube, then it becomes x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. Okay. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Okay. So now let's apply this identity here. So here you can see that this is 1 cube plus 64, or sorry, x 4x whole cube, right? Yes, Preshita?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how will it be? Yeah, just put the values of x and y. X is your 1, y is your 4x.
Yeah. So 1 plus 4x into 1 square minus 1 into 4x
Yeah,
plus 4x square whole square.
okay. And then,
We have to solve this bracket, the second one, and then multiply it to the first one.
so that's going to be 1 minus 4x plus 16x squared.
Yeah.
And, hmm, okay, so this is your final answer. Okay, let's move on to the second question. Acha, who will do the second question with me? You will learn through this. Even if you don't know how to do it, if you volunteer to do it, then you will learn through it. Avni, what happened?
Ma'am, tomorrow exam is there. That's why. Little
Which exam do you have tomorrow?
French.
Okay. So you are focused on that right now.
Yeah, my brain is on that only right now. That's it.
Okay, all the best for your French exam.
Thank you.
Acha. Let's do this. It is 2x plus 1 by 3 whole square minus x minus 1 by 2 whole square. This is what we are supposed to factorize. Okay. So think of this part as a and this part as b. So this becomes a square minus b square, right? So a square minus b square, we know it is a plus b, a minus b. So this is going to be first bracket minus second bracket plus first bracket, sorry, multiplied by first bracket plus second bracket. So let's just do it. 2x plus 1 by 3 plus x minus 1 by 2 multiplied by 2x plus 1 by 3 minus x minus 1 by 2. Because we have applied, and you have to write the reason also. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. You have to write the reason somewhere, okay? So then this becomes 2x plus x. Huh? Someone else, come on. Abdul Jabbar. Abdul Jabbar. This is what? 2x plus x, and that is 3x plus, now you have to solve this. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. It is going to be what? 2 by 6 minus, these are 3 by 6. That is minus 1 by 6. And then 2x minus x is x plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 by 6. So this is the final answer, okay? Reshita, third one, have you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do one thing. You all take the third one, fourth one as homework, because these are just very familiar questions. We've done these before, okay? Similar type of questions we have done before. And even the fifth one we've kind of done before. Okay, who will tell me how will it be done? How can we solve the fifth one? Check whether this is a factor of this. How can we go about solving that? Okay, remember the factor theorem? Flip through your notes and see the factor theorem. How did we use to check if something is a factor of something? Where did it go? See, we have done so many questions on this. Check whether this is a factor of this. So what did we used to do? We used to first say, what is the value of A over here? Okay. That value we are going to put in our polynomial and see whether P of A is coming out to be 0 or not. Yes. So the fifth one, yes, 2x plus 1. That we have to check whether it is a factor or not. Abdul Jabbar? Abdul Jabbar, please unmute. I'll ask you something then. Are you able to unmute Abdul Jabbar? I guess not. Okay. Fine. Reshita? Acha, okay, no problem, Abdul Jabbar.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So from here, you can see that the question says, check whether 2x plus 1 is a factor of this. So from here, you have to check whether 2x plus 1. So from here, this becomes what? 2x plus 1 equal, we have to equate it to 0. That means x equals minus 1 by 2, right? So this is actually your A. You can write it as x, but this is actually your A, which you're going to put. So P of A, which is P of minus 1 by 2, is going to be, what was the thing? Preshita. Now what do we do after this?
Ma'am, we substitute the values.
Yeah, we substitute the values. So this was our P of x. So what does it become after substituting the values?
Ma'am, I'm still on that question. Like, I'm doing some part of it.
Acha. Okay, fine. So this becomes minus 1 by 2 whole cube plus minus 11. So in place of x, just keep putting minus 1 by 2. And this becomes minus 2 by 8 plus minus 11 by 4 plus 4 by 2 plus 5. So this is 4, this is 2. So this becomes minus 1 by 4 minus 11 by 4 plus 7. So this is minus 12 by 4 plus 7, which is minus 3 plus 7, which is 4. So P of minus 1 by 2 is coming out to be 4. It's not 0. It's supposed to be 0, right? For it to be a a factor. So therefore, x 2x plus 1 is not a factor of px. Why? Because this is not equal to 0. Is this okay? Have I made, I hope I have not made any mistakes in this question. Preshita, Avni, Abdul Jabbar, kindly check.
Yes, ma'am, no mistakes.
Fine. Now let's do the sixth one. Sixth one is also pretty simple. First, you have to factorize it in the same way in which we factorized the second one. And then you can find the zero of the polynomial. Okay. Let's do the seventh one now. Please do the sixth one as homework. Just because I'm not doing it doesn't mean you don't have to. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So now 7. So they are saying, now listen very carefully here, a plus b plus c is 9 and ab plus bc plus ca is 26. You have to find a square plus b square plus c square. Do we know of any such identity which has a plus b plus c also? It has ab plus bc plus ca also, and it has a square plus b square plus c square also. Do we know any such identity? Do we know about a plus b plus c whole square? What is this equal to? Will someone tell me? A plus b plus c whole square.
A square plus b square plus c square
Yes.
plus 2ab bc ca.
AB plus BC plus CA. So here they are saying that you have to find a square plus b square plus c square. This is something you have to find. This is what we do not know. But we do know that a plus b plus c is equal to 9. So that means this thing is equal to 9, right? So this thing becomes what? 9 square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 times. Now tell me one thing. 2 times AB plus BC plus CA. Is the value of AB plus BC plus CA given to you? What is the value of AB plus BC plus CA given in the question? It's given in the question. Abdul Jabbar, you can also type the answer if you're not able to unmute. It's given in the question. What's the value of AB plus BC plus CA?
A plus B plus C.
9.
It's given in the question.
Oh, 2b.
It's
226.
it's 26.
Oh,
Okay.
26. Okay.
Okay. So this is 26. 2 into 26. So now all you have to do is just solve it. So 9 square is 81. And this is 2 into 26, which is 52. So minus 52. Okay. And that is going to give us a square plus b square plus c square, which we wanted, which we have to find. And what is 81 minus 52? 29. So a square plus b square plus c square, what we had
Equals
to
29.
find, yeah, that is equal to 29. Just a minute, I will take a look at what was the, okay. You can copy this down. Hmm. Where did that question go? Okay. So the eighth question was, find the value of when x plus y equals -4. Find the value of x cube plus y cube minus 12xy plus 64. So can someone look at this and tell me this is a expansion of which identity? Hmm. Yes.
Mom, we'll use the x plus y whole cube identity.
X plus y whole cube identity. Plus y, or should it be? हाँ चलो.
Minus. No, no,
Hmm.
no, no, no. Well, actually, it should be plus because in the minus, every single sign becomes minus.
Yes. But if it is plus, do you remember, Preshita, that the formula we had for plus was
Hmm.
x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y.
Hmm.
Everything was plus. There is not a single minus when it comes to x plus y whole cube. So this cannot be
Yeah.
x plus y whole cube. And obviously it can't be x minus y whole cube also.
Hmm.
Because if it was minus y, then there would have been x cube minus y cube.
Yeah.
The problem is that we have a plus sign over here and a minus sign over here. There is
Hmm.
another problem. And that problem is, do you remember when you have it written out like this? It becomes x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3x y square. That means you won't get a xy term. The term you will get will be x square y and xy square. But here you are getting xy term, right? So that is also a problem.
Yeah.
This means the identity we have to use here will not be a plus b whole cube or x plus y whole cube. Okay, we have to look at this from a different perspective. So you have x plus y is equal to -4. This can be written as x plus y plus 4 is equal to 0. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now, can we think about a cube plus b cube? Acha, what is 4 cube? 64, right? Do you remember this? Do you remember the identity we did in the exercise, which was x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to, and we spent a lot of time on this on this identity, x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square plus xy plus yz plus zx. I think this was it, right? Was it this one? No, it was minus, sorry. It was minus xy minus yz minus zx. Do you remember? We did the same question twice.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So this was that identity. You guys forgot even after we did that question twice. Okay, so this means this is your x plus y plus z, and your z is basically 4 over here. And can you see that this is x cube, this is obviously x cube, this is y cube, and this is your z cube, 4 cube. And then this becomes your minus 3xyz, which is x into y into, and what is z? 4. So 3xyz is 12xy. Does it make sense? So we will say that
Ma'am, can
x
you
plus
repeat what you
y,
said again?
you want me to repeat? Okay. See, the first thing is we have to identify which identity to use here. And we have identified it as this one. How? Because we saw that this is clearly not x plus y whole cube wali identity. Why? Because in that identity you have x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square. So you have x square y and xy square. Do you have any xy term? A term which has only xy? Do you have such a term in this formula? You don't. But over here you see that this is a term in which x is also not squared, y is also not squared. But in your formula, you are supposed to have either x square or y square, right? X square y, xy square. But over here, you don't have it like that, which means this cannot be the identity to use. So we are not going to use this identity. Then we saw, okay, let's look at what is given. It is given that x plus y is equal to minus 4. So we can just take minus 4 to the other side, and this becomes x plus y plus 4 is equal to 0. Then we thought about that identity, which said this thing, when x plus y plus z is equal to 0, then x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, this becomes equal to 0. Right? Let's just see whether, yeah. So x plus y plus z, this thing is your x plus y plus 4. 4 is your z over here. So in this case, if your this part is 0, which is given to us in the question, it is given to us that it is equal to 0, right? We have just changed the equation a little bit. So this is equal to 0, given x plus y plus z is 0. So if this part of the equation is 0, the entire RHS is becoming 0. So that means this part will also be 0. Na? LHS will also be 0. That means x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz will also be 0. And remember, what is your z? Your z is nothing but 4. So we're going to change that z now. And how did we get this? Because this is the RHS. If the RHS is 0, then obviously the LHS will also be 0 because it's an equation. So x cube plus y cube plus z cube is what? 4 cube. And 4 cube is what? 64 minus 3xy into z is what? 4. So this becomes x cube plus y cube plus 64 minus 3 4s are 12xy. This is your 0. This is what the final answer is.